Power's up.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Yeet,
Exactly.
Yeet.
Yeet.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, buddies? How's it
Hi, what's your name? Todd.
going?
Todd.
Hi, everybody. We're wrestling 2 days later.
You sound kind of low, Todd.
What?
You sound low.
Your volume's low.
Uno momento.
Usually your voice is loud and boomy and sexy.
Is that better?
Slightly.
A little bit.
How's that?
Not
Same.
much. No.
What about now?
That's better.
Better? Like
Yeah.
redlining my fucking box. Yeah, that's right. I'm redlining my box over here.
Yeah. Little red light.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
before we get to all the big news, and obviously we're definitely going to want to talk about the big thing is the Saturday night main event. Make sure everybody is watching UWE Ultimate because episode 12 is out. And guys, we had a title change. And not only did we have a title change, okay? Mr. Robert Bates has gone after and completed his mission to go and get the hardcore title back. Robert Bates is your Wrestle Fandom hardcore champion.
Yo, when did he go all fucking Bobby Roode?
Huh?
Said, when did he go all fucking Bobby Roode and Robert?
Listen, I accidentally called him Bobby to his face, and I got snatched up on screen, and then what even happened after that was even a little more intense. There's a hole in the wall. I don't want to go on about it. All right. You know.
Glory hole.
Anyways, yeah.
The artist formerly known as Bobby Bates has gone through a evolution.
Yes.
Change.
Oh. Yes. But he is now the Wrestle Fandom champ. So if you want to see how that match went down, go to UWE Ultimate on YouTube. Watch it. All their stuff.
The Wrestle Fandom champ or the hardcore champ?
He's the hardcore champ.
Okay. You just said two different things there, good sir.
He's the Wrestle Fandom hardcore champ.
Okay.
There's a Wrestle Fandom hardcore, the Wrestle Fandom
I didn't know
check out UWE Ultimate
going on.
All right. We one more episode coming.
Fandom hardcore is the belt formerly known as the D hardcore.
Yes.
Eric Garrett likes the D.
I do. I know. Correct yourself.
There
I don't
was
like
a
it.
lot. And hopefully Drew comes on and joins us.
Yeah, Drew, what the
fairly
fuck,
soon
man?
by the time we get to Raw.
Shit.
But there was a lot that transpired in the last week.
There was. Do
you want me to lead SmackDown or do you want to do SmackDown here?
No, you do SmackDown because I have the main event card right here, so
okay.
So I don't miss anything. So you go ahead and
all right. This is what we had advertised for the show: a little Bailey versus Chelsea Green, a little Mi Chin versus Tiffany Stratton, Carmelo Hayes versus a mystery opponent. Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes have a final confrontation before Saturday night's main event. So let's have a little look at what happened at the show. We opened with Mi Chin versus Tiffany Stratton. SmackDown opened with various shots of the superstars arriving at the arena and doing things backstage before we went live in the arena for Jimmy Uso's entrance. He came out with a single crutch to help him walk. He spoke about how everyone has family they don't like, but as he's been watching his family dominate WWE since he was a kid, and he's about to wrap it up, Drew McIntyre came out of nowhere to deliver a Claymore. Took a handful of officials to get him to stop the attack. The first match of the night was a women's U.S. title tournament semifinal bout between Stratton and Mi Chin. First couple minutes saw them struggle to gain control before Mi Chin was tipped on the apron and put Tiffany in the driver's seat as the show cut to a break. The match was okay. Bleacher Report gave it a C+. From this whole beginning segment, Jimmy saying that the crowd was chanting "Yeet" for the wrong twin was hilarious. Stratton's Christmas themed gear looked good. Michin winning was, I guess, the way to go with it because Tiffany's got the briefcase.
Right. Yeah.
Then we had Roman give a little pre-taped promo from a boat dock to issue a challenge to Solo for the first Raw of 2025 to finally decide who is the rightful tribal chief. The next matchup saw Hayes take on a mystery opponent who ended up being the one, the only, the monster among men himself, Braun Strowman. Hayes was visibly shaken when the big man came out. Hayes tried to shove him and was surprised when Strowman didn't budge. He tried a springboard crossbody with the same result. About 30 seconds later, Strowman hit his finisher for an easy and quick win. This could have been a lot of fun based on what we saw, but WWE opted to give the monster among men a decisive win for his return.
They really should have just put him with the Wyatts.
I don't understand why. Like, why it hasn't happened yet, but whatever. After being attacked by the New Bloodline last week, LA Knight took on Solo Sikoa in a singles match in an attempt to get some revenge. But Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga were lurking at ringside too. Sikoa took control almost immediately with a series of strikes. The would-be tribal chief was clearly angry and wanted to take it out on the megastar. While LA Knight got in some offensive, I like Sikoa was controlling the pace more often than not, which made sense, especially in this situation. The megastar began to make a comeback after commercial break and hit several high-impact moves, but he wasn't able to keep the street champ down for the count. Fatu, who had been taken out by Knight early in the match, ended up attacking Knight to cause a disqualification. He and Tama decimated him before rolling him into the ring so Sikoa could finish him off with Samoan Spike. It was a halfway decent match. Funny moment was LA Knight mispronounced the Ulafala during his backstage interview, and it was hard to tell if he did it on purpose or as a joke. Knight's drop kick through the rope to take out Tama was smooth as silk, baby. And then Sikoa attempted to use Superman Punch, but it didn't work out for him. Then we had Bayley versus Chelsea Green. Bayley and Chelsea fought in the last semifinal matchup in the women's U.S. title tournament to see who would face Michin this weekend. As always, Piper Niven was at ringside to support Green. As soon as the bell rang, Bayley hit what looked like a Bayley-to-belly suplex, but only got her a 2 count. They traded some near falls before Green cornered the role model for some body shots. And who wouldn't want to do some body shots there, guys? You know what I'm saying?
Off of Piper Niven?
You, Todd. When they had some good moments, there were some sections of this match that felt all the chemistry of these two that went out the window. It's difficult to describe. It seemed like it was either a communication issue or one of them was working through an injury and it affected their performance. It was only noticeable because the other parts of the match looked great. Bayley narrowly avoided a count out, but she wasn't able to avoid the unpretty her. Green scored the win and advanced to the finals to face Michin for the U.S. title. It's actually a halfway decent match. Like, I think a lot of people sleep on Chelsea a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Drew, you're here.
Hey, Drew. Yeah.
Oh, where's the pizza from?
The Hut.
The Hut?
Yeah, man. He doesn't live in New York. There's no good pizza places.
No, there isn't. Emo's is trash. Everyone doesn't like it when I say that, but it's not good. It's the big pizza here. It's really just crackers with cheese on it.
Yeah, we got to get you to Central New York so you can have just like amazing pizza for like a week straight.
Right.
It's got to be better than Dear Johnno's in Chicago because that is the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
All right. Challenge accepted.
We'll be in Chicago in April or May. So maybe we'll try that. Yeah, sure.
It's so good. So good.
We're going to Chicago? Fuck yeah.
The whole show?
Yeah, we're doing
We're
a live
show on the road. Let's go. Pay in. Company card. The final segment on this week's show is the face down to showdown between Owens and Rhodes before they battle over the title on Saturday. Well, it's supposed to be that way, but KO ended up speaking from his car instead. He said Rhodes was more interesting as Stardust to get under his skin. The champ went backstage to find KO, but Owens found him first and jumped him from behind. The show ended with the prize fighter standing tall after he took down Rhodes. This week's SmackDown was heavy in storyline and feud advancement, but the in-ring action didn't exactly light the world on fire. So that was this week's SmackDown, and that was the lead up to Saturday night main event.
Right. So
now, I got a question before we continue.
Yes.
Is this every single Saturday?
No.
Okay.
I think it's like 4 Saturdays a year or something like that, like once a quarter type thing.
So it's like just a mini PLE. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. And like on TV, so also free, like to pull in.
All right.
The casuals.
We shall continue.
I have a question. Did you guys see the Wrestle feed post about them possibly coming up with a tribal championship?
I saw something about it earlier. I didn't even read it because I think that's fucking stupid.
So do I.
Because you're essentially creating the Samoan division. No, get the fuck out of here. No.
Yeah,
champion.
You already have the Ulafala, which people are fighting over. But why does it need to be anything else? The only way I would accept it is if The Rock introduced the People's Championship to be the Family Championship, because it's already not a real belt.
Championship.
It's already not.
Going for the tribal chief thing is all they need. They don't need a fucking belt. I don't even want to have this conversation because it's absolutely ridiculous.
But speaking of which,
I don't know why they would entertain that. But anyways, we go into Saturday night main event.
Juicev wants to say something.
Sorry. I just want to say this. So is Kevin Owens going to keep that belt and be like the real champion?
I don't know.
So there's going to be yet another belt floating around?
So when we get to that, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Because I got plenty to say. Actually, I was going to ask that same exact question.
I'm so sorry. We were talking about too many belts, and sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. So, first match, Drew versus Sammy. Now,
yeah, baby.
And I assumed Drew was going to win. I thought maybe a little more shenanigan-y. But, it was still a decent match. I don't know. What did you guys think?
I don't remember who won.
You said everything I need to hear. Drew won.
Oh, yeah.
Drew came out on top. Yeah, he got out of the ring.
To be on top.
Yeah. He got out of the ring and baited him back into the ring as he was getting in. That's when he hit him with the Claymore and pinned him. So,
I'm kind of surprised it was just straightforward like that.
That's what I mean. I thought there'd be more shenanigans.
Let's talk about the whole aesthetic of the show, though. It brought me back, dude.
It did. It brought me back. I liked how they opened it up the same way. But did anyone else get worried when the body was on camera? Was anybody else worried? Or was it just me?
He was going to start taking shots at everybody, Hogan included.
Yeah. I was excited. I'm fine with the in-character shots. The in-character work stuff was fine. It was the stuff that was throwing the line where I'm like, reel it in, body, reel it in. Like,
this ain't the 80s no more, dude.
Yeah, reel it in. Let's I got a little worried.
I really dug the aesthetic. It did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I dug it.
I love 80s callbacks, don't you know what I mean? Give me all the pink and purple neon. Give it to me. I'll take all of it. It's amazing. You know,
I really miss the blue
That's a
shirts.
sound clip right there.
you know. So we had Liv Morgan versus Io Sky in the championship match. That was a banger. Banger of a match.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was good, but I think I expected more.
I thought there would be more stuff happening in it, but it was still a good straight up match. You know, what's up?
I just want to interject again real quick. I kind of thought that the entire show went exactly how I thought it would. I thought it would play a little safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The next one needs to be spicy.
Yes, I agree. Something needs to happen on it.
Yeah.
Like a big return. We didn't even get a big return. That would have been enough, I think, for that show. But we didn't even get that.
I thought Rock was showing up somewhere.
Somebody.
To be honest, I thought it was gonna be Rock. Any extra thoughts about the women's match?
no, like it was a good.
Busted nose.
You could tell the two of them haven't wrestled each other much, I guess is what it was.
Yeah.
Well,
Io
this
Sky's
is a
doing
history of
a
pushing
great
it
job.
and getting messed up anyways.
Yeah.
So then we had everyone's favorite world champion, Gunther, versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Okay.
Yes, Todd.
I don't
Say it. John. Say it.
Just say it's
I
okay.
fucking hate Gunther.
It's not Shinsuke though.
So here's the thing, right? Gunther in his matches pulls he just goes for this. How do I want to say this? It seems like the build and everything else that wrestlers do when they put matches together dies when it's like time for the finish when Gunther's there.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what I mean by that? It's like in any other match, like this would happen to this, and it would be this move to this step to this, and all of a sudden Gunther just comes in, kicks somebody in the face, knocks them out of the ring, takes the other person, power bombs the hell out of them, puts their feet over their head, and the match is over. And it's like anyone can do that. Somehow Gunther's the only person allowed to do that. I don't know if
it's like you took a wrestler.
I know you guys know what I mean.
1979.
Yeah.
Like he's like a wrestler from like 1979. Me, big guy, me throw you 4 times and me win. Like that's what it is.
No story.
Like I don't care about this storyline. I don't care about any of it. But the next match, I was firmly surprised with the outcome.
I mean, we all called it. We all hoped it would be that, right? Because we had the crowning of the women's U.S. champion, which was Chelsea Green versus Michin. And I think they're both putting up the best work that they've ever done right now. But I think Chelsea is a little more popular because she is the heel and putting in the heel work. And therefore, I think they went with her then. Do I think that Michin should be if a U.S. champ, if not the next U.S. champ? 100%. But I think it went right. I think it was a great match. These two put on a really good match. Right outcome. I'm in. I'm all in for the women's mid card.
This is an example of Chelsea Green being one of those wrestlers who put in a lot of work elsewhere and doesn't get a whole lot of shine or time here. So like see her work in TNA and Lucha Underground, dude, she's great. I love Chelsea Green, and it's a shame that I feel like she doesn't get as much time because let's be honest, we can get into that.
I would put that dumpster match that she was in above. I would put that in a top 10 of WWE matches this entire year. That match was incredible.
Okay. Yeah.
Then we had the big one. We had Cody.
We had the Saturday night main event.
The main event of the main events. Cody, who came out with the Winged Eagle belt. Everyone loved it. My kids freaked out. I didn't tell them it was going to happen. They're like, oh, look at the belt. That's crazy. So did everyone assume it wasn't going to change hands? They weren't going to pull that trigger. There's no way. Not yet. Not on Saturday night main event. I think they should have, but of course they didn't. They kept it. They played it safe.
And I'm glad they're going to make him a heel while he still has the belt.
You
get what I'm saying?
You want them to make Cody the heel?
You tell that they already are. Like, by just the way that match was won, like Cody essentially cheated.
Right.
I mean, did he? You don't show mercy to bad guys because bad guys want you to take it easy on them. So you beat them with it. It's one of those things.
But
on a technicality,
he crossed that line.
And Kevin didn't.
Technicality? There's no blue shirt.
On a technicality. But what I'm hoping we see, and I know we're discussing it in our group chat, what I'm hoping that we all see is that Cody comes back. He's got his regular belt, but we still see Owens just strutting around with the winged eagle.
He already is.
Because, for a while, just strutting around.
He was he was at the Netflix Raw thing with the fucking belt, saying he was real champion. He was up in the balcony.
He's the best.
Fucking Michael Cole's called him the
and I saw a video of Triple H coming out and shoving him and Triple H getting into it. I think this is a smart play.
Yeah. Yep.
They need to freshen up Cody.
Yeah. So before we go on to Drew's Raw Rundown, we have a little word from Sexy Joe and our sponsor. Did it play for you guys?
No, darkness, my old friend.
No, it was just dark for me.
Okay. That's weird.
Who's got that noise? Someone's got that noise. There it is.
All right, that was odd. I don't know what that issue is. All right, Drew, you ready for the Raw Rundown?
I am.
Come on.
Ooh.
Are you ready for the Raw Rundown this week? We were in Boston, Massachusetts. Anyways, we had Seth starting out in the stands where he belongs with the other CM Punk fans. We all know that's the truth. Come on now. Super passionate promo from Seth, though, by the way. I felt pretty much every word coming out of his mouth. Directed at CM Punk. I feel like this is a slightly watered down version of Edge, Matt Hardy. I feel like maybe if something serious had happened to them outside, that they could have exploited that. But that's the only part of that I feel like is missing. It was just a little something extra. Then we had the obligatory brawl, as we do every Monday. Right? It ensues on the floor, and laughably on time, security comes to break it up, and they can't. Because why are they even out there?
They can't stop the best in the world. How do you stop the best in the world?
The best in the world? While I agree, why do we have two guys who are historically hurt in a feud together? It's so if they get hurt together, they'll be on the same trajectory on the comeback path. That's why.
Exactly. Smart booking.
Oh, yeah. Then we had Bronze Breaker versus Kaiser. Breaker outsmarts Kaiser on the outside ring with the old runaround. And then we had a super spear for the win. Totally predictable. Then we had Liv. Is she the greatest? Of course, Rhea interjects. 2025 is the year of brutality. Then we had Rhea with one of the best insults I think I've heard in a while. With chicken tender slut. Gets me every time, right here in the field. Then we had Seth
That
versus
is a good one.
Seth versus Punk. I almost slurred my words together. I kind of did. Thanks for the save. But it was interrupted by Drew brawling with Sammy. I kind of like that. It breaks up the pace, the monotony of the background. It's kind of cool, but you could do it too much. Just remember that. Then we had the women's intercontinental triple threat. Zoe Stark wins? Holy crap! They're throwing her some breadcrumbs, letting her get some shine. About freaking time. Then, hell yeah, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Then we had the New Day. And they were also interrupted in the background. But, my autocorrect corrected the name funny. But I caught it because I can read English. So, Kairi Sane sells the hell out of her injury. Freaking give her an Emmy, man, or an Oscar or whatever. I don't know. Just give her an award for good acting. Then we have the Judgment Day having issues. Splits imminent. Like, we've been talking about this forever. There's all these factions. We've got a clean house. Give us like 2 or 3 good factions and let the story be told. Okay? Also, the members were barred from ringside. And if you listen to Finn, you win. Right? That's how it goes. Well, Damian aids the War Raider machine experience, and they had other ideas because they got the W. And that was a legit tag team win, baby. Where will it go? Will it go anywhere? Who knows? They could drop it again next week, or maybe even on the house show. And that was the Raw Rundown.
Woo!
Who's got the applause button?
Running water? Oh, yeah, there it
Got the
is.
applause. There it is.
All right. So let me pull up the WRESTLE feed and see if I have anything late breaking to talk about.
The only thing, really, the AEW stuff's going to be on HBO Max.
Okay, so
Nice
that's actually
save.
the first thing.
Nice save.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing I canceled that shit a couple months ago.
All live AEW programming airing on WBD's networks will also be available to stream on Max and on demand after their live broadcast. AEW Dynamite, Collision, and Rampage and all AEW pay-per-view library content through the end of 2024 will be made available on Max on a rolling basis. At launch, all AEW Dynamite episodes and pay-per-views from the company's inaugural 2019 year will be available, as well as more than 2 months of the most recent AEW programming that aired across WBD's networks.
WBD is nuts.
That might actually make me watch it more, being a little bit easier to get.
I'm able to watch it on a weekly basis. I just don't. And it's really not because I don't dislike it. I just nope. Monday's wrestling for me.
There's a lot out there. I wish I could watch. I wish I could watch it all, but it's like it. I liken it to trying to watch all of the CW superhero shows when they were all at their peak. Yeah. You know, there was the 5 or 6 shows. It's like,
well, like it's so like with all that, like I was a diehard CW DC one, and you had Arrow, and for the first 2 years it was just Arrow, then it was just Arrow and Flash, and then you brought in the Legends of Tomorrow, and then Supergirl wasn't part of it, and it was part of it. And then by the end of the day, you had like 6 shows you had to watch by the end. Like I just kind of gave up.
Couldn't do it.
The last seasons of each show, I just went back and I was like, all right. And then it just,
yeah.
But anybody watch Creature Commandos yet?
I have not yet. I will.
Holy moly!
I have not. Thursday is actually when the week starts to slow down for me. So
the first 4 episodes are on Max.
Here we are.
They are fantastic.
So good.
And if this is the the energy that James Gunn is bringing to DC, it is going to be the adult MCU.
Yeah. Good. I'm gonna watch it. I can't wait. I actually thought it wasn't coming out quite yet, so I was really excited that there was that many episodes.
What if
Are we gonna talk about the trailer?
Well, Superman trailer looked great. What if starts
December 22nd.
Okay. So
And then it's every day for 8 days, I believe.
Yep. So 20. So that's what, Sunday?
Yeah.
All right. So Friday.
And then Marvel Zombies next year.
Yep.
Oh, I know Marvel's on. That's gonna be. It better be good. It better be good.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good.
If I don't get Hulk eating somebody's leg and then turning back into Banner and then having the legs stick out with him, then they're wasting their time. Okay. If they don't do that callback to the comics, they're wasting their time.
So we're gonna probably go for Thursday next week because Tuesday is Christmas Eve. Tomorrow, me and Todd will be recording the Todd and Joe Christmas show.
Fuck yeah.
Todd.
All right. Later.
Why is it just a black screen?
Infinite nothingness. Must be an advertisement.
Did you go out and